Good morning from day 27. It is around 8:15 and we are finally moving this morning and heading down the trail to hitch into Rangeley. So hopefully that goes well. We are wanting some breakfast food. We might get a little bit more resupply food because we're trying to do like 7 days until we get to Bethel, and we had like 5 days of food. We were going to stretch it, but there's like a few things that we could get. And yeah, who knows what Rangeley will bring. I guess we will see.
How's the hitching going?
Not so good so far.
We've only been here like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
We're gonna get somebody.
So as you can see, we're going to Rangeley.
Trying anyway.
Trying, yeah.
Last resort is going to the hiker hut and saying, please give us a ride, we'll give you some monies.
The hiker hut is right there.
We made it to Rangeley. It took like, what, 25 minutes or so, and we're at the grocery store, and then we're gonna figure out trying to go to a breakfast spot. I want them. I want to eat them all.
Get them.
Will you eat them with me?
Yes.
I got a breakfast panini, and it's called the Northern Iced Tea. Trevor got an iced coffee and a breakfast biscuit. Looks yummy. I found a smoothie, so I am one happy fruit bat. Trevor is over at this ice cream place that also has like food. So he got a burger and fries and my favorite chocolate peanut butter ice cream. We are just eating as much as we possibly can right now.
Hello everybody from day 28. So to catch you guys up on what's going on, yesterday we hiked 1.8 miles and then you saw hitched into Rangeley. And from there we weren't really sure what we were going to do. We knew it was supposed to rain a lot today and that we didn't want to be on trail if we didn't have to. And it just so happened that my dad had contacted a trail angel from my 2013 Appalachian Trail thru hike and kind of let him know I was on trail again and back in the area. And so while we were in the grocery store in Rangeley, I got a text from Professor Kent, which was a total surprise, and he asked if we needed anything or wanted to take the day off, and we graciously accepted that offer. To give you a little background on Professor Kent, he was following my written blog on my 2013 hike and reached out and invited me and two of the guys I was hiking with to come stay at his house. And it has been a lasting memory, like one of my favorite places I've stayed on trail. So kind of full circle, 10 years later, here I am meeting him again, and yeah, we just can't thank him enough. His house is really beautiful. He's been spoiling us, and overall it's just been a wonderful stay. And so yeah, we're zeroing here today, and thank goodness we did, because it has been pouring rain all last night and today. So super thankful to have a roof over our heads. And yeah, we're gonna just rest up and then get back on trail tomorrow.
Oh, he has the same maps as you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good afternoon from day 29. We are back on trail after a lovely zero with Rich, Kent, and Bailey. We had an awesome time. We were absolutely spoiled, and we can't thank him enough for his hospitality. He drove an hour both ways to get us to and from trail, and it was really nice to meet somebody that was a part of Trevor's first through hike, and it was kind of a full circle moment for Trevor, I bet.
Yeah, brought back a lot of memories of staying at his house 10 years ago. He had the same pinball machine and just a lot of fun staying at his house again and getting to see him.
Yeah, so if we're ever back up in Maine around this area, or when we are back up in Maine around this area, we will definitely pop by to see him again. We are going to do about 4.8 miles to the nearest campsite, and then we will get moving the next few days because it is already late afternoon-ish. What time is it?
It's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so we don't really have a full day of hiking ahead of us. And then, yeah, we'll keep chugging along and get to Bethel in the next few days. And it's pretty windy out here, but the weather is a lot better. It was so rainy yesterday, so it was really nice to have that day off, stay dry, and the trail is not too bad. It's not looking too muddy and wet, but we did just have a small creek crossing, which was probably a lot higher than normal due to all the rain yesterday. So
Trail is a stream right now because of all the rain yesterday. But thankfully we don't have a river ford until I think later in the day tomorrow, so hopefully the water will have dropped quite a bit by then.
this is trail. We need to go here through this. Fun.
So we found these Fritos at the store in Rangeley. We had never seen this flavor before, and let's just say we are obsessed with them.
You are obsessed with them. You love queso, and so therefore you love these chips.
You
But
love
they
them
are
too.
good. They are good.
Very good. We hope we can find them at other stores down the trail. So here's our campsite at Little Swift Pond. Super nice place, super flat tent site, and there's also an unchained canoe right down there, and here in a little bit we're going to go for a paddle out on the pond, hopefully see a moose.
Good morning from day 30. It is a beautiful day, so that's nice. Always love when it's sunny and just a nice day. We are up and it's about 7 o'clock. About to get some water and brush my teeth and then get moving. We've got about 12 miles we're doing today to make it to Bemis Mountain Shelter, right past the Bemis River crossing, and hopefully that has gone down some. Last night a NOBO that we passed said that it was kind of sketchy and it was like up to his waist and moving quickly, and if it's low, it's really can sometimes even be as low as like a rock hop, but it's been kind of a sketchy one this year if it is high, so hoping for the best on that one. Yeah, we will see. As I am saying good morning to everyone this morning, this is what I am staring at this beautiful pond that we camped by. And then this is our water source. So that's where I'm gonna get some water. It's always nice when someone puts a leaf. Not very fun. Is it? Going to sit here and take a nice break.
Made it to Route 17. That's looking at the Bemis mountain range where we're headed. I believe we'll be camping right up in there somewhere. And then over here is a really nice view. And then down at the bottom of this we have Bemis stream to cross, and after all the rain from a couple days ago, it's been said to be pretty high, but hopefully it's dropped a lot since yesterday. So we made it to Bemis stream, and it's flowing pretty quick, but it's not too deep, so I think we're gonna get across fairly easy. We made it. Getting close to the top of the first peak of Bemis Mountain. About a mile and a half from the shelter still. And I went ahead and took the tent poles from Brooke. And I was gonna try to get to camp and find a spot and set up before the worst of the rain hits. Which might be cutting it close. It's already sprinkling a little bit, but we'll see.
Rain is rolling in, but there is so many blueberries up here, so I'm very distracted.
Didn't quite make it. Still a little over a mile away. Actually, it let up a little bit. It was pouring for about 2 minutes. So finally got the tent set up after that Bobcat encounter that you just saw. That was totally surprising and caught me way off guard, especially to see it with a squirrel in its mouth. I mean, that's major Nat Geo moment right there. But yeah, I finally got the tent up before it started raining. All the tent sites kind of suck, so I had to improvise a little bit. But I think it's gonna hold up. And Brooke should be here any minute. I think I'm gonna throw my stuff in the tent and then start hiking back to meet her.
We had a very rainy night, and the tent is disgusting, to say the least. The worst part, putting on wet shoes and wet socks and wet gaiters. Absolutely sucks. Good morning from day 31. It is cloudy. We are like essentially in a cloud. We camped at Bemis Mountain Shelter, which is right after the first peak of Bemis Mountain, and then you go up to actual Bemis Mountain, which has literally no views. Very pointless climb, although yesterday up to the first peak was kind of pretty, and lots of blueberries. It rained a lot last night, and it's pretty gross today. And yeah, just the overall morale is pretty low. I can't help but just want to be wearing all my comfy clothes, laying in bed, snugging my dog, eating yummy food after taking like the longest shower I've ever taken. It's just, yeah, not every day is, amazing out here, and it just is what it is. We will have sunshine again at some point, and my feet will be dry again at some point, and this too shall pass. But it's just the reality of thru hiking. It's not all fun. Mentally, this year has been a lot harder for me than last year. I know going southbound is more challenging. It's not been more challenging in the way that I thought it would be. I thought like the hiking would be harder. The hiking has been gorgeous and awesome, and I love being in the big mountains. I'd say climbing the 4,000 footers are like my favorite days on trail. So it's not really that. I just did not mentally prepare for like a wet season and a lot of mud. And, when you're going northbound, you're hitting all these mile markers, and like everything is just laid out like 100 miles, 200 miles. Like, you get to like all these fun just points throughout the hike. And with southbound, like being in Maine is amazing, but you're not hitting exciting milestones all the time. So it's definitely harder mentally, I think, and I thought it was going to just be hard physically. So that's been an adjustment for me. I do like not being in the bubble, and I do like, hiking southbound. Like, it's been great. It's just a big adjustment that I am having to make. Overall, I think my morale for the northbound hike was a lot higher. The stoke was higher. I'd been wanting to hike for years, planning for it for years. Like, going to Springer and starting that hike was like so exciting. And I mean, it was exciting this time too, but I've been so busy leading up to trail. Like, I worked multiple jobs, and I went on a trip right before and then scrambled to get ready to come to Maine, and like all of that just kind of left me no time to really think about trail and like get super mentally prepared and get my stoke high for it. I just kind of like was going through the motions, and then before I know it, I was like knife edge to Katahdin. So I think I'm still easing into things, even though it's been like a month. It's just I'm still trying to grapple with the fact that like, oh, we're doing this again, we're out here, and it's gonna take like 5 months, and it's a completely different hike than last time. And so just a lot of change mentally. It's a big mental game this time, whereas last time we were out there for 2 months, I like never had a bad day. I mean, there were bad moments, but I never thought about quitting. I just really was enjoying myself. And this time, with all the wet mud and just the terrain being, so muddy and wet, it has been a struggle mentally. It really has been. We, of course, want to show like all the realities of thru hiking, but that has been hard, because obviously we're not going to video me crying like in the 100-mile wilderness. I had a day in the very beginning. It rained all day. It was disgusting, and I was at an all-time low. Like, I was just like, I want to quit. I don't want to be doing this. And it was so early on, and I knew that I wasn't being super serious about it, but it was like the first time that those words had ever come out of my mouth, and I had really, in the moment, felt like that was what I wanted. And of course, next day, like, was totally fine again. But, in those moments, you're not going to, like, pick up the phone and, like, start recording that. But, that happened. And also, like, I fell into mud right after I washed my shoes at Sterling Inn. I think I remember showing that. The next day, we went out. We were hiking. I was having a great day. Both feet right into like deep mud up to my shins, and at first I started laughing, and then I started crying. And we could have pulled the camera out and showed that, but in those moments it's just too real and raw to film it. I guess I'm just not there yet with that, but just wanted to shed some light on some of our low times, low moments. Trevor's been doing fine, of course, but for me, I've been having some down days.
Coming down off of Old Blue Mountain. The trail is just continuous stream. So we got everything set up here at South Arm Road. Today was a tough day. We're gonna eat some good food and maybe watch a movie, just kind of try to relax and enjoy ourselves, and tomorrow will be a new day.
I am sitting in the tent eating Gushers. Today was a rough day. It took all day to go, I don't know, 8 miles, which doesn't feel very good mentally. It was just muddy and wet and just, yeah, a crappy section of trail, in my opinion. Definitely looking forward to getting to Bethel and having a nice little reset and enjoying some time in town, and then crossing into New Hampshire. I'm ready for a new state. I'm ready for the whites. Yeah, ready to get out of Maine.